everybody, I hope everyone's doing well. Well, today it is March 24th of 2024, and I'm here to do my Health Quest weekly update for you guys. It's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot. Wow, this past week really was full of emotions. And gosh, I wish I could say more, but I'm not going to be able to. And I hope one day I can. I hope one day I can. I choose to do this on YouTube. I've said that many times. I choose to be here on YouTube to do my, ultimately, I guess, my weight loss, right? But I know that I'm doing it from a different angle. To try to lose the weight is trying to heal a lot of myself. That's the angle I chose last year of January 2023. And so with that has come a lot of stuff, a lot. And I hope one day I can really open up, and I know I will. But for today, it's really going to be sort of cryptic, if you will. But I will express what I can, okay? It was a tough week. The person that I love, a loved one that I love very, very much, had been in the hospital, and they had their surgery. That happened. My son's birthday, 16th birthday, that happened. And then something happened. I told you I have a personal relationship that I'm dealing with. And it finally came to a point where it can never be the same. An event that happened that it can never be the same. And it sort of marked it. It marked the relationship, if you will. And I'm going to share with you what I've been doing here in a minute when it comes to that, okay? So it's just been really, really emotional. On Monday, though, I'm going to talk about Monday because the 18th, I did the video on the 17th and I did my weigh-in. I'll put the link here for my latest video. In that video, I talked about the two emotions. When I got on the scale, I weighed 182 and it was a 6-ounce loss, and I felt the crash of emotions. I had happiness and then frustration collided. I talked about that. And if you saw the video, I did make an annotation saying that I'm going to be doing a vlog for you guys and to look out for it. Well, I did vlog. I vlogged on the 18th. And I'm going to tell you why I did that. But I never put it up because the week really was it has been one of the hardest when it comes to emotions of all kinds. And so I just did not have the head space to do any videos, to edit anything or anything like that. But I did on the 18th. Like I said, it was the starting of the week. And what I said in the vlog and what I had meant was, you guys know I bought the ketone strips, and then I bought the keto meter where it tests your ketones through your blood. And then I bought the ketone strips. And I just haven't been able to be in ketosis. My theory was that I'm so stressed out that I have so much cortisol. That's kind of my theory. Well, the other thing that I thought about was the Zivia. I drink way too much Zivia again. And I thought if I just did 2 cans a day, for 2 to 3 cans a day for an entire week, and let's see where I would be today, okay? And so that was my goal, because caffeine promotes cortisol, okay? It promotes it. And so the way I drink it, it's a lot. Now, you guys who've been with me, I've given it up for Lent. I have reduced it from time to time, but I manage always to come back to drinking it like it's water, okay? And so if I'm doing all of this and I'm trying to manage my stress, minus this week, which was hard, and we'll get into it, and I'm doing things to manage my stress, belly dancing, strength training, and other things, then why is it that I cannot be in ketosis when I'm hitting my Ketovore 100? And so my theory was the Zivia, the natural soda. It has a lot of caffeine. I drink it like it's water. I drink it all darn day. And I was just going to reduce it, and I was going to vlog, and I was going to talk about it. So that's a theory. That's another theory, okay? Have I been doing that this week? I will say in in comparison to how much I drink, definitely it has reduced a quarter of the amount. So I am doing something about it, but I'm going to get better at it. I promise. I really, really am. Because I really do think that that is part of the trigger, part of it. I don't think it's the whole thing, but I definitely think it's part of it. You know, I mean, you got, you know, cortisol from just stress, from the way I am a chronically stressed person. Then you got things that are actually happening in your life that are causing me to always be in this high point. Then the foods is going to add to that. You know what I mean? And then exercise, if if I overdo it, can add to that. I just think right now, in all directions, I need to just calm down without stressing myself out. And so if reducing the Zevia, in reducing the caffeine, reducing the cortisol overload is part of the solution, I'm going to do it. I'm determined to do it. So that was part of the vlog. But let's keep talking about the vlog, because before we get into what's going on, one of the things in that vlog, I also showed myself belly dancing again. And I had done a new routine to me. So why don't we get into that right now? Keep in mind, guys, this is the first time I did this one. She just put this one up 2 days ago. Now I know she's going to be doing, because I saw it this morning when I was laying in bed. I like to view it. But I know she's going to do a lot of the sort of where I don't know how to do it, guys. So this first time I'm going to be doing it, but I know she belly rolls it. So we're going to be doing that. First time I've ever done that. And then, I don't remember what else, but I know it's a lot of that. Oh, and I do know, and I'll come back after, we'll discuss. I do know there's a lot of counting with your steps. And she keeps adding to the steps. So if you see me getting all discombobulated, that's why I'm trying to keep the step count with the move, preparing to go into another move. You know, yeah, it's a whole thing for me, guys, but I love it. I love it. I'm not complaining. All right, let's get going. So let me explain. So this is beginner 2. That's why I can't, so we'll put this one on break for sure, because it's just too much. I'm really, really sweating. The undulations, I'm not sure. I got to look up that word. I'm not sure what that means, but I will. Anyway, it's just, it's rolling from here to your belly button, rolling, coming up, and then resting. And then she does it in reverse. And then she, so it's that stomach, like that. And it was funny because she says, okay, I'm going to give you an analogy. She says, if you haven't gotten it yet, she says, let me give you an analogy. Basically, when you're doing it the opposite way, when you're coming in, around, and up, she says, just look like you're going to squint your tummy like you want to throw up, and then you actually throw up. So anyway, yeah, it's beginner 2. That's why I and then the other thing I think, okay, this is just me, the editor and me, I'm not a professional in anything, but I think whoever spliced her thing together, I don't know, I could be wrong. The instruction of how to roll your tummy should have been first. And then we did the routine, because we were doing like the routine, and then she was going more specifically to the routine of the belly roll. I don't know. It seemed like a little bit opposite. So it would have helped me if I would have had that. Anyway, I'm not going to do this one again because, it says beginner 2. And she even says in there, okay, come on, ladies, you guys graduated, Anyway, I thought it would be fun to do it with you guys. All right. So I'm not going to be doing that. That's a level 2. I'm not level 2 yet, but it was fun and I was messing up all kind of ways, but that's okay. That's how you learn. It's fun. But yeah, belly dancing is something. You take it for parts, especially me, learn steps, and then you can put it all together, hopefully at the end of it all. And it helps me so much mentally. So anyway, I thought I would share that with you guys. All right, let's move on to the week. Like I said, my family member, who again I'm very, very close to, did have surgery, and on Tuesday. That's been tough. But they're home and recovering and recuperating and moving on. Okay, so there's that. My son's birthday, his 16th birthday, so I was feeling good about that, and that was on Thursday. He turned 16, the 21st. And then something happened in my personal relationship that I've been dealing with now I've just been dealing with it, and something happened where it really, really, all I can say, you guys, it just really changed the course. It marked it. It marked it, and consequently from that, I'm going to be doing something, okay? And that's all I can say right now. But the effect of it was huge for me, huge. This transpired on the 19th, and so on the 20th I had Raising Cane's in the evening. I kept it control as much as I could, but I still had Raising Cane's, which is a fast food restaurant they serve breaded chicken, like strips and other things, or fries and things like that. The next day was my son's birthday, and I did rein it in a little bit because we had chips and salsa, we had guacamole, and usually for me those are staples. those are things I love. And I said, you know what, if you have these two elements, especially together, you're gonna hurt all night. And so I opted for no chips, no salsa, and no aguacate. But I did have a big tortilla because what he wanted was these big flour tortillas, the big ones. And he wanted beans and rice and steak and, big old burrito. And so what I did was I had a complete tortilla, and I had the steak cut up. It was cubed. And then I did layer some beans on there, and I had this big old burrito. And my son loves flan in lieu of cake. He likes flan. He's like me. I love flan. And I had 2 big pieces of flan that evening. And you know what? I ate it. I first contemplated it as I was eating it, but then I let it go. And I said, okay, you've committed. Enjoy it. Move past this. And I did. So on Friday the 22nd and the 23rd, and as of today, the 24th, as I'm recording this, I have been back on it. I've been actually eating twice a day only. And this is going to be the same for today. I know that 100. And if something changes, I'll annotate it, but I can tell you right now, this is what it's going to be. I have like some hamburger patties. I bought a slab of it, And then I just divided it up. I've had 4 hamburger patties in the morning, and then at night I only have a keto chow protein shake. And then I had that on Saturday, and then again it's repeating today, and I've used up now all of the hamburger patties that came in the slab. And then I already have my protein shake ready to go. So really, honestly, if you look at carbs, you're looking at around 10 carbs in my day for the past 3 days. Okay. I really am not in an appetite. I don't have one too much, but I want to give my body protein. I want to give my body protein. And so that's what I've been doing. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and talk about the weigh-in really quickly, because I do want to share with you guys a couple things that I'm going to be doing, one thing I'm going to be doing, and the other thing I've already started since what happened in the personal relationship and what transpired that really changed the course of it. So, but let's go into the weigh-in first, okay? So last Sunday on the 17th, I weighed in at 182 even. And that was at that time a 6-ounce loss. But again, remember the 2 emotions came a-crashing. And I do talk about it in that video. So anyway, this is what I weighed this morning. All right, guys, so I'm down 1.4 pounds. That is 180.6. I'm so close to 179, and I'm not going to sit here and lie. I'm not going to sit here and lie and say to you, gosh, I hope next Sunday I do see something. It will 170. That's what I want to see. 170s something. I'm not going to lie and say it's going to be challenging, because I know emotionally I'm pretty messed up. But I'm going to tell you this, okay? I know that keto is going to be much more important for me now, because I need to keep inflammation down. So I really need to work on the stress. So one of the things that I did is I reached out to my best friend. I've known her since 4th grade. We've been going out to dinner. We've been doing things. And I reached out to her and I opened up to her, and I told her that I'm going to go look for some help, and I had talked about that anyway in that last video. I said maybe some counseling. Remember I talked about that? And she says, let me get you a number. I think this is going to help you. Anyway, I got the number, but I got it on Saturday and the place was closed. But I'm telling you, I'm going to be calling tomorrow first thing for an appointment to get some counseling. They also help you with stress and to manage it. So it's going to be a lot of things. And she says, I know the person, and this is exactly what you need. And I said, okay. So there's that. Now, the other thing that I've been doing, which I had no intention, this was not the course I was looking to do, but it's sort of taking its own thing. And wow, I look forward to it every single day. Aside from the belly dancing, which I don't know if I mentioned, but I haven't done any exercise since Monday. I haven't done any, but I do plan next week to get back on it. No pressure, not pressuring myself. Just do a belly dance here, a belly dance there, a walk here. That's what I want to do. However, I have been doing something. And that is, I decided to write a letter to this person. And when I started off the letter, I said as I was typing the letter, not writing it, I have to type it, because my thoughts come a lot quicker, and so I could type faster than I can write. And at the beginning of the letter, I addressed the person, and then I said, I don't know exactly what I want to say, but whatever comes to mind is what I'm going to say. And then as I was writing, and then I pause, I go do something, and then I come back and I write, and then I was eager to keep coming to the laptop. I was eager and more eager and more eager. I noticed that I would go back and read, And then I would interject more specific events. And then I would type again, and then I let it go, and then I come back to it. Then I read it from the top, and then I changed it to sound, not to sound, to make more sense to the reader. I'm the reader. The person's going to be the reader. And then as I started going through this, now I think I'm on 15 pages. It's never going to be presented to this person. It's starting to become, for me, a written compilation of everything. And I have my paper where things come up in my head. I come and I write down. I have it right here in front of me. I bring that paper with me when I start ready to continue. And it's almost becoming a book of my experiences and thoughts and this and that when it involves this person. And I tell you what, it has helped me so much. So much. And then I realized as I was typing it that this isn't for the person. This is for me. Because a lot of things, and I mentioned this before, and I can say this for sure, coming from where I've come from, seeing my own mother, you take it all on most of the time. Sometimes, not everybody does, but I did. And so you blame, you justify because you put blame, and you know what I'm saying? And so you doubt. You doubt yourself. And as I'm typing events, situations, conversations, I'm reading it. And something is happening as I'm reading my own life, with the person. And it's been more about me. Not me, like in a selfish way, but it's been more helpful to me. And then I realized, now that I'm in my 15th page or so, no, this is just going to be me. And I'm going to add and go with it until I'm done. Yeah. So what I decided to do is I decided to put it in a chip, download it on I don't know if you call it a chip, but you know what I mean? What do you call it? Oh my gosh, my brain fart. Anyway, because I don't want to lose it, because it's a lot. And sometimes I don't write anything. I just read it. And sometimes it brings tears to my eyes. Sometimes it does. So that's it, guys. I don't want to make it too long. I'm not going to end my journey. I'm not going to stop. There is no stopping. There's only moving forward. And I can't wait to get back into the counseling, starting that process. This writing is good. The belly dancing is amazing. And start strength training a little bit more. And I just know with Ketovore, it's actually helping me just with the inflammation. And now that I've reduced the Zivia, continue to reduce the Zivia, I know that it's just going to be even better for me to be able to handle these things, And I really do look forward to a place where I am past some major hurdles in my life, and then I can come share some of it with you guys. All right, guys, that is it. I'll let you guys go. I hope you guys are all doing well. I am doing good. I really, really am. Any other time, I'm telling you, with all this, any other time, especially after lousing up, if you will, for lack of a better word, on the 20th and then on the 21st, I would have just kept going with it. I wouldn't have bounced back so easily, but I did. That's good. All right, my friends, that is it. I will talk to you soon. Take care, guys. Bye.